What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Samson, and in today's video we are building a box for my speaker setup. As you guys already are aware of the Max, I did want to let you guys know I do plan on putting a 12-inch sub in the trunk, and I'm also going with an inverted setup. I don't know that I've seen many, if any, inverted setups in a trunk, so I'm all about being unique. I feel like that would actually look pretty cool, as well as it's gonna sound pretty good as well. We do have the specs for the box for one single sub, and all the wood is already cut out. You guys can see I did already go ahead and start trying to put some of the pieces together. We do have our screws, we have our construction adhesive. I am gonna post you guys up so that you can see me go ahead and just see the whole, process of building the box. So if you want to build your own box, you sort of have a blueprint to go by. I'll also show you guys what it sounds like. But just like that, guys, how about we go ahead, let's get into the video. Alrighty. Just to start out, I do have these cinder blocks here, just sort of holding the wood in place. What I decided to do was go ahead and pre-drill my holes. That way I don't run into a whole lot of issues with the wood splitting. That would be not only a bit of a headache, it would be a little bit costly as well, because I did decide to go with some maple wood. And as anybody who may have used maple wood in the past, maple wood is not cheap. Let's go ahead and get it together. We do already have the box set up, and I do have the port cut out. And now all we have to do is try to go ahead, put the pieces of wood in that we need to make the port on the inside. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but everything is structured already for the most part. So we're gonna go ahead and get that popping. All right, guys, so we are wrapping up everything. You see my boy Caleb actually came over to help me. That's his Jeep. We're gonna have to go over that build in another video. However, we did go ahead and we made the port for the speaker. So this is gonna be the back portion. This is going to be the front portion. You guys can see I did have to deconstruct the box a little bit just to be able to go ahead and put this in. Nevertheless, we are going to try to go ahead, get the actual hole cut out for the 12-inch sub, and then we'll try to go ahead and mock everything up, glue it. We went on ahead, we did go ahead and get the circle cut out for the sub. To do this, all we used was a little circular hole cutter like this. Mine is 3-inch. Then you can probably buy like some 5, 6, 7-inch ones. Yeah, that's how it ended up looking. Just so that we had, we probably didn't have to do it like that, but I was expecting to actually cut it and then have sections of it just fall off as I went through, so it was easier. And then we used the jigsaw to go around in a circle. As you guys can see, it did turn out decently round and decently good. It's gonna go up there like that, fits perfectly. And now the last bit of action is to actually just go ahead and glue this box up for most of it. Probably gonna have to take most of it apart. What I'll probably start off by gluing is the actual port to this piece of wood, glue that, and then go ahead and screw it in, and then I'll do layer by layer after that, because I shouldn't have anything else that actually needs to slide in or out of the box. All right, so as you guys can see, we have fully disassembled the box because it is time to actually go ahead and put the glue down. So in order for us to actually get the box as strong as possible, we first have to put a layer of glue at all the different seams. So we're gonna start by doing that with the port on the inside. All right, guys, so we are almost complete with the entire making of this box, and then we'll install the sub here in a little bit. As you guys can see, I do already have everything glued down and screwed in as well. I did go ahead and on the inside, since the inside won't be visible, I did go ahead and put like beads of the construction adhesive around the entire inside just to make sure that it is sealed up. You guys can see I did have one little place where the screw, the way I measured it, it didn't exactly come down exactly where I needed it to. So that was a little off. However, nevertheless, the box does look pretty good. I decided I am going to go ahead and go with the little stain feature on it. All right, guys, so now that the box is complete, everything has been glued down, has been screwed down. You can see we do have a lot of screws going on each side of this box, and it might be a little bit of overkill. However, I did want the box to be as sturdy as possible, and I'm sure that you could probably throw this across the yard and it would still probably not break apart. But as you guys can see, I have already started my kind of stain process that I'm going to do by burning the wood. And I think it's going to look really, really nice when I finish with it. Can't wait for you guys to check it out. That's Kodak. Killing these niggas, you know that. Real street niggas, you know that. DJ Esco. All right, guys, so as you can see, the system is working pretty doggone good, if I do say so myself. Now, don't excuse this. I do have a manual transmission in this car right now because I do plan on doing a manual trans swap. Those of you who are here for the swap, make sure that you subscribe. That will be coming soon because, funny enough, I haven't made a video on this yet, but the trans on this car, after all the additional power, literally just went out a few days ago. So gonna have to actually put that trans in here sooner than I thought I was going to. But as far as the system goes, as you guys can see, I do still just have everything mocked up right now. Now, my two rear deck lid speakers, one right there and one right there, as you can see, they are not connected. That is because they are pushing way too much power right now that they're just clipping. They sound awful. So what I plan on doing is actually running this sub on its own separate amp. What I'm going to do is get a probably Teraamps 3 Smart 3. That way that I can go ahead. I believe this sub is rated for right around 3K watts. So that way I can go ahead, push basically as max as I can on this setup. And then I'm going to hook my rear decks up to this amp. That way that they are getting the optimal amount of power and not getting overpowered at all, since I'm running them with my sub setup at the moment. But nevertheless, you can see that the meat is still up here and it is still busting all kinds. Let me know if you actually enjoy the whole build series with the sub. I do plan on doing a lot more audio content with this build. If you guys think that I should go with something a little bit more extreme, let me know that as well. I do have a fairly decent sized trunk. I could probably fit 2 subs in here, but I didn't really want to take up all my trunk space. Hope that you guys actually enjoyed the video. Like I mentioned, like, comment, subscribe. especially if you like the audio content, you like the whole build series. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, guys. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.